Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing with you how to increase your turkey farm. How to successfully increase your turkey farm from 1 turkey, 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys to 100 turkeys, 200 turkeys, 1,000 turkeys, and as far as you can think of. So I'll be giving you tips on how to increase your flock, how to increase your flocking farm rapidly. So stay with me. If today is your first time watching my videos, please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this channel. What I'll be discussing with you, no matter as a turkey farmer, you're about to start your turkey, or you've already started already. Maybe you're having 2 turkeys, you're having 3 turkeys, you're having 10 turkeys, you're having 50 turkeys, 100 turkeys. I'll be discussing with you tips on how to increase your turkey farm rapidly, guys. Like rapidly. But in this video, I will try to break it down in like about 3 sessions or 3 categories of people. And I will be starting with those having just few turkeys. If you're having just few turkeys, like when I started, I wasn't having the financial strength to start with large number of turkeys. So what I did was I started with just few, and guess what? I started with just 3 back then, 2016. I started with just 3. So for those in those category, they're starting their turkey farm with just a few number, 5, 10. I'll be giving you tips on how to increase it rapidly. And for those that have 50, 100, I'll also give you tips on how to increase your turkey farming rapidly. And for those that have up to 500, 1,000, I'll also give you tips on how to increase your turkey farm rapidly. So let's start with the category of those with few turkeys. Now, if you have a few turkey, 2 or 3 or 4 turkeys, now what you should do, or how you should increase your turkey rapidly is what? First of all, you have to take care of your turkey very well. If you have 2 male, or you have maybe a male and 3 female, you have to take care of them very well. You have to make sure they're healthy. Make sure you feed them very well. You have to feed your turkey very well. If you are starting with the small chicks, please make sure you give them starter feed that is rich in protein. At that tender stage, from their day old to their 4 weeks to their 5 weeks, they should eat good feed that has high protein, so they can grow very fast. And then after they have grown up to 2 weeks, up to 2 months, you can now give them your grower and your supplement feed you want to feed them, and they will do well. Once you feed them and they have gotten to an adult stage, now how do you make them reproduce fast? How do you make them increase rapidly? And I will give you these tips now. Now, first thing you should do is that make sure you have a male turkey among your turkeys. Because if you have just only the females, even if they lay eggs, their eggs cannot be fertile. Even if they cover the eggs, their eggs cannot hatch, because they are not fertile. So make sure you have a male among your turkeys and your females. Now, once your turkeys are up to 7 months, they are up to 8 months, they should start laying. But if you underfeed your turkey, if you don't give them enough food that has good nutrients, they may prolong their laying season or laying time. Normally, they get to maturity by 7 months, and from 7 months plus, they should start laying eggs. So if you don't feed your turkeys well, they will not start laying eggs at that 7 or 8 months. And that is why, to increase your turkey farm rapidly, you should what? Feed your turkeys with what? Good food. At their 6 months, at their 7 months, please feed them good food. So, because in birds need to attain some weight, some level of weight for them to what? To lay eggs. So if they have not attained such weight, to lay eggs will be what? Will be difficult. They may not lay their eggs. So that is why you have to what? Feed your turkeys very well to what? To enable them start laying fast. Because your plan is what? To increase your farm, your turkey what? Rapidly. So give them a good food and what? To enable them start laying very fast. And guess what? If your turkeys start laying, make sure the male is always what? Crossing the females. If the male is not crossing the female, those eggs will not be fertile. So if the male you have is not an active male that is crossing the female, please and please make sure you what? Change the male and get a new male and get an active male that will what? That will cross your turkeys. Because if the male did not cross the turkeys, the eggs will not be fertile and you will not increase your farm, your turkey farm what? Rapidly. So once the male are crossing the females, now your turkeys what? Will start laying eggs. And turkey can lay up to 12 to 17 eggs or more, depending on what? On how you feed them, on how you take care of them. Now once the turkeys start laying eggs, guys, once the turkeys start laying eggs, there are some methods you use to what? To improve your farm. Now, if you have the local chickens around you, this is the best way to even increase your farm very well. If you have the local chickens around you that lays and hatch their eggs, what you do is that as the turkeys are laying their eggs, you pick their eggs. As you're picking their eggs, they'll be laying more, and then you can be transferring their eggs to the local chickens for them to cover and hatch. Because the turkeys now, if you have just 2 female or 3 female and they lay their eggs and they incubate their eggs, it will take them longer time, 28 days, for them to hatch. And after hatching, it will take them around 1 month. Like if you are separating the chicks, it will take them around 1 month for them to recover and start laying eggs again. So if you have local chickens around you, you can take their eggs and give those local chickens to hatch them. So that way they can be laying more eggs, you can be hatching them, and you can be getting more turkeys. But then if you don't have the local chickens around you, fine and good, you can still allow the turkeys to do to lay their eggs. But as they are laying, please look for a better place, a better spot where they can lay their eggs. And sometimes the turkeys will select a spot for themselves. And that is why before they start laying their eggs, try to make some nesting box around your house, around your cage where you're keeping, around the house where you're keeping the turkeys. If you're practicing free range, you keep a nesting box in some covered and shaded area, so to enable the turkey to go there easily and lay their eggs and incubate. Because if you don't have those nesting boxes around, the turkeys will do they will look for anywhere, look for the bush, inside the bush, and lay their eggs, which might not be good, in the sense that snakes can go there to eat the eggs, animals can go there to steal the eggs, and maybe if there is rain, it might even end up spoiling the eggs. So the first thing, or what you should do is get a nesting box and arrange a nesting box for them. You can put it like a box form or like a grass form, just make sure you what? Arrange a nesting box for them. And what? They will start laying. Now, as they are laying, they can lay 1 to 15 eggs, 12 eggs, 13 eggs. Now, once the turkey incubates the egg or starts incubating, you allow her, make sure you what? You keep food and water close to her. So once she incubates, she comes out, she will eat and what? Go back there to what? Incubate her eggs. Now, once she incubates her eggs, normally incubating period is what? 28 days for turkey. Once she incubates her eggs and hatches the eggs, please and please, if you want to increase your farm rapidly, do not allow her to do what? To brood those chicks herself. Do not allow her to brood those chicks herself. Once she hatches her eggs, remove all the chicks and do what? And brood them yourself. And then take the turkey back to the what? To the male, to the tom. Take it back to the male and start feeding her. In less than 2 weeks, 3 weeks, she will what? She will regain her weight and what? She will start laying her eggs back. Because if you allow her to brood the chicks herself, guys, it takes around 2 to 3 months for her to what? To brood them herself and what? And for them to grow to a stage where they can stay alone. And all this time we what? All this period what? We take your time, we waste the time for you to what? To increase your what? Your farm rapidly. The best way to do it is that as they hatch, you pack all the puts, keep them in a separate room, and brood them yourself. Start feeding the turkeys, giving her food. In less than what? 3 weeks, she will what? She will recover and she'll start laying a new set of eggs. So if you have just 3 turkeys or 4 turkeys, you can what? You can use this pattern and what? To increase what? Your turkey very fast. Turkeys that are laying eggs, they need what? Feed with what? High calcium, guys. You know, if you check the turkey eggs, their eggs are what? Their eggs are hard. Their eggs are very hard, more than the chicken eggs. And that is why they need what? High calcium feed. So, if you want your turkeys to lay very well, live very fast, please make sure you give them what? Food that contain high calcium. And that is why I can recommend you to buy the what? The layers feed. If you cannot produce your feed by yourself, you can what? Give them what? The layers feed. And make sure too that there's what? Enough water for them what? To drink. Because a turkey that is what? Dehydrated cannot what? Lay more eggs. If you follow this pattern, you can what? You can increase your turkey rapidly in a what? In a short period of time. In fact, in less than a year, if you follow this pattern with just 4 turkeys or 5 turkeys, you can be having up to 50, 100 turkeys in less than what? A year. So that is why you should what? Follow this pattern. And then for those that have 50 turkeys, 100 turkeys, now how do you what? Multiply them rapidly? Now, for those farmers, of course, they already have the capital, the funds. So the best way to increase your turkey farm rapidly as a farmer that has 50, 100 turkeys. Now, as they lay their eggs, do not allow them to what? To cover their eggs. As they lay, you remove their eggs. As they lay, you remove their eggs. And what? You send the eggs to what? An incubator. You send the eggs to an incubator to hatch the eggs for you. Because if you allow them, as they are up to 50, as they are up to 100, they cannot actually, if you allow them to cover their eggs, they might spoil their eggs due to they are overcrowded, and you see them struggling. Some will be laying, most of them will be laying in one particular place, and the eggs will be so much that they cannot be able to handle them or cover them. So the best way is as they lay, you remove their eggs, stock them in a egg crate, and after 1 to 7 days, you take those eggs to an incubator. Please do not store your eggs more than 7 days, because if you store them more than 7 days, the fertility ratio will reduce. You'll be having low hatch rates. So as they lay the eggs, you gather the eggs. If you're having up to 100 turkeys or 50 turkeys, you should be having a lot of eggs. You send them to an incubator. Every 7 days, you send to an incubator. Every 7 days, you send to an incubator. At a point, if you can send up to 4 times, you have make a round cycle. So every week, you are getting new sets of turkeys, and you are brooding them, you are stocking them, you are selling some. Every set, they'll keep on hatching, they'll keep on laying, the turkeys will keep on laying, you keep on sending them to the incubator, and they'll keep on multiplying rapidly. So these are the best ways to rapidly increase your turkey farming. So apart from the doors, make sure they are healthy. You give them the drugs, necessary drugs, like the antibiotics. Once in a while, maybe every 1 month or 2 months, you give your Lasota. After giving the Gomboro at the tender age, always give your Lasota maybe 1 to 2 months. Always give your Lasota vaccines to them. So that way, you'll be doing well, and you'll be increasing your turkey farm rapidly. So this is all I have for this video. So guys, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe for this video. Please do these 3 things for me: like, comment, and subscribe. Check the top of your screen to watch my next video on turkey farming.